Hello, I'm back again. It's been a while since the last Terraria video. Well, it's not that been long, I guess, compared to how long I usually go on break with Terraria videos. But yes, welcome back. And I'm here fighting Brain of Cthulu just as an intro. I'm at that stage in the game where I can just do this casually now. And few things to catch up on that I did in between recordings is, as you can see, I have this rainbow now. Is it called the rainbow? Blood rainbow. The bloody rainbow. So this is this very strong weapon against bosses that are in open areas, and yeah, I got it. And also you can see that I have a new critter. I don't have the finch staff anymore. I have the whatever it's called, the blood frog or whatever it is. There we go. Beat that guy. What's it called? The vampire frog. Yeah, that's what I got. The vampire frog staff. So I have a stronger summon now. And I'm just gonna keep farming this until I finish recapping everything that I did. So yeah, I did some exploring. I explored the jungle and just gathered some materials. I also explored the tundra, the ice biome, and you know, from the jungle I got the boomstick, which I am using right now. Really strong. And I also got a bunch of accessories that I'll get to in a bit after I beat this boss. Let me just try to remember everything else I did. Oh, there's one big thing that I want to catch up on. Just real quick, as to if you're wondering why I'm farming this, is because I want to get a bunch of Crimtane ore, and I'll also get to that in a bit. But first, the accessories. I have, well, I didn't really get it from the tundra or the jungle biome. I have a balloon. I got a balloon. I got a bunch of balloons. I think 2 total, including this one. And I also found the blizzard in a bottle from the tundra. And also, I upgraded my Spectre boots. But this one, the blizzard in the balloon, I got that, and as you can tell, I already have the Goblin Tinkerer because I already mixed some stuff. I also got the Jeep. I don't remember if this was in the previous episode already. If I got the Goblin, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think I got the Goblin Tinkerer in the last episode. Yeah, remember I fought the Goblin army in the previous episode, but I didn't find the Tinkerer underground. But yeah, now that I have the workbench where you combine stuff, I forgot what it's called. The Tinkerer's Workshop, yes. Now that I have that, I can mix and match some accessories. That's how I made this. Also, you're wondering how I got the balloon and obviously the wings. And that's because I painstakingly spent like 30 minutes using gravity potions that I had in stock just to give complete vision on the sky. So yeah, that's all I did. As you can see, the sky is fully revealed now. I've explored all of these sky islands, and since we're on the map, another thing I want to show that was very painstakingly long to do is this. This is basically my border for the corruption or the crimson spread. It's 6 tiles wide and layered with bricks, and I put some walls as well. I in all my runs, I always did this because I really love the, well, I like controlling the crimson, but I don't like getting rid of it. And also, I just love the aesthetic. I'll show it in a bit once I finish this last one. I don't think I'm gonna have time for another one. And yeah, that's why I'm gathering crimson ore, is since at this point I don't really need any more crimson equipment. I'm just gonna need it for aesthetic purposes because I like crimson, or what is it called, crimtane blocks, crimtane brick blocks, because they glow. They have this very nice glow. I always do it with whatever the world evil is, so if it's a corruption, I also do it with the corruption. Oh yeah, and the vampire frog staff and the blood rain, that's all I got from a bunch of times that I got binoculars. Cool. That's from a bunch of I in the middle of this episode and the previous episode, I was fortunate enough to experience 2 blood rains that I was able to fish during said blood rains and, you know, get the stuff. I got lucky. Also, the crimson rod made it easy. Also, going back on the whole goblin thinker thing, I spent a bunch of money just reforging my stuff. I have pretty much decent. I have Unreal on the boomstick, which is I think the best, and the nasty blood rain. I only reforged them to be as good as I can, though the boomstick I did try a bunch because I like the shotguns in this game. Anyway, this is the thing that I built. Oh yeah, I completely forgot this thing as well, the magic lantern. As I said, I experienced a couple of blood moons, and fortunately, one of those blood moons, I was underground when it started, next to the skeleton merchant, and he sold the thing. And I was waiting for this because it's a much better light source than the crimson version, because it hovers right next to you all the time and isn't affected by gravity or blocks in general, so it can just phase through and give you light, and has the added benefit of, you know, working like a spelunker glow stick, where it highlights or gives this luminescence on nearby treasures and ores. Yeah. But if I just turn off this light for a moment. Oh, right. This produces light. I forgot. So yeah, look, I really like the aesthetic of this. It's pretty cool. Anyway, on to this episode. I just made a bunch of Eye of Cthulhu's just to farm. Like I said, I wanted to farm the crimtane ore for crimtane blocks, which I used for, you know, what you just saw. And I made a bunch of bloody spines. Yeah, because from, as you can see if you watch the previous episode, the tragic double death to the Brain of Cthulhu when it was below like 10% health. At one point it was, well, the first try, it was literally, I think, 1 or 2 hits away from death, and then I died. So close. No! Stop running into it. Stop, 7. No, please stop. I'm gonna call it quits there. I'm just gonna lick my wounds and take whatever. Oh yeah, I cooked a bunch of the fish that I had. Since I've been fishing on and off, off stream for like since episode 3 or something. I have a bunch of foods that I have a bunch of fish that I had, you know, here. I have a bunch of them, and I checked which ones would make me the major and which ones that I don't really need for potion making in the future, and I turned them into food. So, you know, I have a bunch of buffs, so you can see everything that I've been fishing. If you're wondering how I have a stockpile of these, there's, you know, a glitch, or I don't know if it's a glitch or bug, or if it's just a workaround. I don't know how to call it. If you get a quest fish and you throw it out, you can catch another quest fish in the same day, as long as you don't submit it to the angler already. Anyway, I think I'm ready for the brain. Anyway, as I'm making my way there, you might have noticed on the minimap, if you're looking a bit further, that some stuff looks weird. Like they were blown up. Yes, yes, they were blown up. I blew them up. I didn't want to do this, but I needed these ones, the crimstone blocks. I needed it for the borders, because now the crafting for what's it called? The crimtane bricks. It now needs crimstone blocks. It doesn't use stone and then crimtane ore anymore. So in the future, I know some people oh, a burger. Some people might consider it cheating, but in the future I'll probably generate another Crimson World solely for me to farm crimstone blocks just for the aesthetic. I really like the aesthetic. So hopefully you'll, overlook that for me. I mean, the thing is, I'm a stickler for rules, so I don't like cheating as well. And what I do usually is I create another world just to generate more crimstone, or corruption stone, whatever the opposite is, depending on the run that I was playing, and I'll farm it using explosives that I get from my main world. So it's kind of fair. It's just that I guess in the future that won't be an issue, because once the crimson spreads after you beat the wall of flesh, I guess there's more, but I kind of don't want to just leave huge craters in my world, so I'll still probably do that. I'll probably say as well if I do that in the future. Anyway, the reason why I'm saying that is because I contained this one, but there's still this one right here that I need to contain, because it's gonna consume another beach, or it's gonna consume well, it can consume the other beach and the jungle at the same time. Anyway, enough speaking. Boss battle, round 2. Let me just switch this because that's important. I don't know why I even have the blood rainbow. It's not gonna work here. There's a ceiling. Okay, let me put this up here. Buffs. Let's go. This is good because I have the shotgun for later. But I realized one thing that I was doing wrong in the last episode is using my flail and just spinning it. I didn't realize that the knockback was much weaker on the spin attack, and most of the huge knockback of flails is when you throw it. But yeah, I think I can beat it. Hopefully I can. I have 4 tries total. And I also found out that the meteors don't spawn unless you beat the Brain of Cthulu. Okay, time to stand still and just shoot. Okay. Oh, there we go. Focus. Let the... Yes! Whew! Okay. Cool. Ooh. Brain in a jar. Hey, shut. Brain in a jar? Is... Oh! Ew! No, thank you. I mean, it's cool, but well, I still have buffs. Let's teach this son of a gun what for. Man, my lingo is so old. Not even that old. Hey! Trying to catch me off guard, are you? Oh. I also figured out these things cause random debuffs. That's why I was bleeding the last time. Now I got slowed in darkness. I should just use the shotgun, it's much better. There's a huge swarm of them anyway. It's impossible to miss until their numbers start to drop. And even then, it's a shotgun. Ow. Just react to the one hit that he might get when charging. Don't let it get other hits. And let the knockback of the vampire frog to do the job. There we go. Keep going. Let's always stay on the other side of the rain. That the things always get hit as they try to charge towards me. There we go. I think, yeah, I've got this guy on lock already. About to charge. There he is. I love the boomstick so much. And the shotguns in this game. I'm probably gonna be a ranger summoner class like I always do. I just love those classes. There we go. Last one. 4 boss fights in a row. How's that for content? Well, it's the same boss, but you know. This is me taking out my anger on the Brain of Cthulu for beating my ass twice last episode. Not only beating my ass twice, beating my ass when it was literally like a few hits away from losing. That episode could have been such a nice episode for me. It could have titled the video something else like, oh, I beat the Brain of Cthulu, but no. I got nothing but double disappointment. Anyway, overpowered against that guy, but we're done. And I got a trophy on the last one. Thank goodness. I love trophies. I love collecting things in games. Hey. You get it, Mr. Demolitionist. Actually, because of the Demolitionist that all of this was possible. You know what? I'm feeling kinda lucky. A bit too confident, you might say. So, while it's nighttime, I'm actually gonna go visit the dungeon and see how well I fare against a Skeletron. I'm probably not gonna beat him, especially considering I really don't have any form of like arena there. But I just want to see how far off I am from achieving that. You know, just to give an idea of like how well my equipment fares against him, see if I'm in any way capable of beating him. I'm just curious. Let's see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh hey, his hands. His hands, my friends. His hands. His hands hurt. Ah, right. The spinny head. Well, I'm bleeding. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. The rainbow might actually be better for this. Ow. Interesting. Interesting thing is, I'm dying. I'm oh, okay. Oh! Meteorite has landed. Hey. Oh, You know, that was fair. I tested it, I wanna see. I did... Considering I had no arenas there, well, I had no arena there. I did alright, I guess. I did a decent amount of damage to the hands. Now, where did that meteorite land? Is the question. I don't know if the map updates like in a multiplayer world or if I have to run and find it. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to run and find it. Well, from the looks of it, it's not on the right side. There it is! Wow! I'm saying wow because this little island that I'm standing on used to have a tree. Completely untouched by the crimson. And now it's completely untouched by the meteorite. That is fascinating that this thing is surviving. I've heard that, well, I've heard is the wrong word. I guess the right thing to say is I researched about it. And I found out that these things are now explosion proof. Until you know, until you get to hard mode. And I guess that makes sense. Whoa, words. The meteorite used to be like the... I actually love the changes that they did to the meteorite. Because back then the meteorite was basically like one of the cheese strats to get gear instantly. You essentially just to get... You just need to get bombs. And then you go to the Crimson or Corruption, blow up a few... what do you call this? The orbs or the Crimson Hearts. And you just wait for a meteorite to spawn, then use the same explosives that you had. And you use it to blow up the meteorite, instantly get like mid-tier gear. Well, at least mid-tier in terms of free hard mode. Because with that, you can easily deal with the Eye of Cthulhu, the Brain of Cthulhu, or the Eater of Worlds, depending on which evil is in your world. And again, yeah, I love the changes that they made. You know, the Reaver Shark not being stronger than the Crimson Pickaxe now. There are a lot of cheese strats in the game. If you're wondering after what I said, I just wanted to check. I wanted to, you know, myth bust myself. I wanted to see if it's actually a thing, and yes, explosions do not work. So yeah, I do have a bunch of solutions for that. Obviously, I have in my potions chest. I have obsidian skin, which I could use, but it's immunity to lava and all, you know, fire blocks. I could use that, but you know, I have a cheaper alternative, which is just using this molten charm. Here we are. I have it equipped and I'm fine. Time to dig this thing out. And this looks so bad. This crater I'm leaving behind. I'm probably gonna remodel it like post-hard mode. So that, you know, I got stronger gear and I have also better building equipment. We got a bunch of meteorites. That's done. Anyway, let's make some meteorite blocks or bricks or bars. Words. There, I have it. Very fancy. Now, does the space gun do the same thing? That's the big thing here. Does it still do the same thing? Yes. Yes, it does. Infinite ammo. That's nice. That's nice. That's very nice. As much as I don't want to make the Hamax, I'm probably gonna make the Hamax. I'll think about it. Because the Hamax essentially saves me one slot. Because it's a mix of a hammer and an axe, so you know that essentially cuts down my inventory space by one, and I'm probably gonna sort through all of this equipment off screen. But anyway, for now, that is it. I finally got my revenge on the Brain of Cthulu 4 times. And I got the meteorite in the same episode. Cool. And I tried Skeletron, didn't really work out as expected. But probably in the next episode, I'm gonna try and go after the Queen Bee. Or Skeletron, maybe, depending on what I feel like doing. Definitely not going to hell for now. The hell biome is a doozy. It's gonna be hard to deal with. Anyway, thank you if you're watching this. Thank you. See you for now.